warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nice to see you again in my English practice channel. The story today is The Treasure Book. Once upon a time, there was a young man who got an inheritance from his parents. Being classified as a simple family, he only got a little money and a few books. Before the father died, he said, "My son, these books are treasures that are of invaluable value. I am giving it to you. Read and study it. Hopefully, one day, your fate can change for the better. And this is a little money. Use it to make a living and work diligently to support yourself." Not long after, the money left behind was used up. For a moment, he looked at his father's legacy. He remembered the message from his parents chosen from the book. Being lazy, he took a shortcut. The book was sold to a friend who wanted to buy it out of pity. In exchange, he got rice for his daily meals. A few moments later, the young man had to start working menial jobs in order to make a living. To his surprise, a friend who used to buy his book now had a comfortable and more advanced life. Out of curiosity to know what made this friend succeed in his life, he came and asked. Although he did not want to reveal the secret, after being urged and sorry to see the fate of the young man, finally the friend opened up. "Actually, it really helped me a lot with the book you sold to me. At the time, I bought the book because I felt sorry for you. I just left it dusty in the corner of the room. One day, for fun, out of curiosity, I read and it turned out, wow, the content is so meaningful and extraordinary life lesson." "That's not all," continued his friend. "In the book, a message is inserted so that the reader, after mastering the content of the book, is able to practice it seriously. Really, I'm lucky I got the book from you. Look, my life has changed. In fact, from whom did you get the book?" Hearing his friend's story, the young man was very sad. His father's treasure was far more valuable than he thought. Because he was lazy to read, now he was just a manual worker who lived just as little. "The book is actually an inheritance from my parents," replied the young man. "Honestly, I was lazy to read it and I didn't know that my father had a very valuable message. My friend, can I borrow the book to start my new life? I want to be able to change my life for the better." Okay, what actually is the lesson from the story? For those who want to learn, every future, every failure, every mistake has a learning value. So there is the phrase, things that are past are not to be regretted. Okay, what is actually in the lesson from this story? For those who want to learn, every failure, every mistake has a learning value. So there is the phrase, things that are past are not to be regretted. It is fitting for us to make these wise words to guide of life. If today we fail, we are ready to rise again. Come on, don't regret the past. Don't be afraid of the future. We learn from many mistakes and all inconveniences to take the choices that exist today as a basis for achieving more proud success. Keep struggling. Struggle is an unavoidable part of self-employment. Nothing ever comes easy when you are trying to build towards your dreams. Difficulties and hardship will be your constant companions. Success is not measured by what you accomplish, but by the opposition you have encountered and the courage with which you have maintained the struggle against overwhelming odds. Horizon Sweat Marden. Okay, thank you very much for listening to the story. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.